guys, welcome to another episode of the Beauty Pop Podcast. I'm Victoria.
And I'm Jen.
And today we're going to talk about some dental health, but in a good, fun, flashy, tooth whitening kind of way. So we're going to review, I have a whole bunch.
The Reach toothbrush. No, I'm just kidding.
The Philips Sonicare. Well, actually, no, I did get rid of the Philips Sonicare for what I have now, so we're going to talk about that later. Yeah. And but we're going to start with something that I have been so curious about for, I want to say it's well over a year now. You are in California. I'm on the East Coast in New Jersey. This is unavailable to us on the East Coast, but you being the Californian, you guys get all the good stuff, including Goop. You have tried recently Goop Kitchen. So I am so excited to hear about this. This is just like Gwyneth Paltrow's Goop. It is their meal delivery system.
It was through DoorDash actually. So it's really funny because I get the Goop newsletter, and some days I read it. I love the stuff that's in it, but a lot of times it's busy. You know, I figure it's going to come again, so I just delete it. I hadn't heard about Goop Kitchen at all, but I know that you, Victoria, are like the Uber Gwyneth Paltrow Goop connoisseur. And so as soon as I saw that this was in DoorDash, I was like, oh my God, I have to tell Victoria we're going to order from Goop
I'm so jealous.
Kitchen.
You have no idea.
Now, there were also
the food looks
two
amazing.
Options.
The food looks incredible.
Does.
Gwyneth posts about it all the time. The recipe, I don't know who, I guess I don't even know how it started. If it started at like in the Goop office and then it became a business model, I don't know. But the recipes and everything look delicious. And it's goopy and healthy, you know, on top of that.
It is totally healthy. And the DoorDash the DoorDash offered Goop Kitchen and Goop Chicken. So there's actually two choices for us in Los Angeles. Now, Goop Chicken was actually sold out. Like a lot of it's rotisserie chicken. It's this brand.
That feels off-brand to me.
Doesn't it?
Like fancy Boston Market feels off-brand to me for Goop.
But that's exactly what it's like. They've got the rotisserie chickens that you can buy whole or in pieces. And it looks like people reserve this for like days in advance. They have these family meals. They have all the fancy sides. They have a russet potato, the really fancy, like not fancy, but the really trendy ones that they have on TikTok where they smash them down and then they like fry them up on both sides. And then they had a bunch of different kales and slaws. It is very much a healthy destination. But we didn't do the Goop Chicken. We went with Goop Kitchen, which has more of a full service menu. You can get the rotisserie, but you also could get a bunch of different salads. They have a lot of bowls, mostly centered around either vegetarian, vegan, or chicken or salmon. And it seems like she's really into this Mary's Organic Chicken. So I pulled it up. And this is it's no wonder this was a pretty pricey meal. This chicken is vegetarian. It's fed an organic vegetarian diet, no genetically modified organisms. It's fed organic corn, soybean, vitamins and nutrients. So they put a lot of stuff into this. It's animal centered, free range. These chickens are bred to be outdoors. So it's a really fancy brand of chicken that apparently
has
a lot
the Pope
of the
blessed these chickens as well. I mean, this sounds very
I'd imagine.
like
doesn't it sound super fancy? Like they've been fed holy water.
They have little Prada booties on. Like
So let me tell you what's on the menu. Some of the items on the menu. They have a lot of bowls. They have like a spring salmon bowl. They have the Goop teriyaki bowl, which I almost got. That's with chicken. Barbecue chipotle chicken plate with the Mary's rotisserie chicken again. They have a mushroom carnitas bowl. A Mediterranean plate seemed really big, a lot of Mediterranean sides. I ended up with the spring roll salad, which
that sounds good. Okay.
Was really good.
Yeah. Like a deconstructed spring roll.
It was gluten-free, dairy-free. You know, they're very big in telling you all that. And it had chicken, it had cabbage, carrots, snow peas, cilantro, mint, turmeric, cashews, pickled Fresno chilies, and a side of cashew vinaigrette.
How's the dressing? Because dressing makes or breaks a salad.
This is my critique of Goop Kitchen. Two things. First, it is very, very expensive.
Like how much is a bowl?
Okay, so 2 salads with the delivery fees and everything. 2 salads and an order of spring rolls with chicken salad on the inside. over $100.
Ooh, okay. That's pricey.
But I wanted to try it. I did it for the podcast. I did it really for you because once I saw Goop was an option, I'm like,
I'll Venmo
I know
you.
Victoria is going to be into this. No, don't Venmo me. But here's what I will say about the dipping sauce for the spring rolls and the dressing. I'm really glad you brought that up. It was almost like a baby food consistency. Like, I think they're going extra healthy here. So I think it was less about the oils and stuff, which is probably way better. And I shouldn't be complaining.
Right.
But it did sort of taste like I was putting like applesauce on my salad.
I know exactly what you mean. And you're right.
You know what
when
I mean?
you take the oil out and they just do a puree, like in the food processor, of probably some cashews for a little bit of, grit to it. And then
they probably figured that has your oil in it already. So they don't need more.
Right.
Yeah.
But if it's not emulsified with oil, you're not going to get that smooth consistency, so you're going to get, you're right, baby food, applesauce. That's totally the right way to describe that. I would not like that.
It wasn't bad. It was a weird thing because I'm a consistency person. So it was weird. Yeah. I also ended up adding some salt to the salad, which I never salt salads. So I want to say
I've never salted a salad in my life.
Because it was so
they're
healthy.
Going so healthy. Okay.
I think because it was so healthy, my poor unhealthy palate was like, please give you, I needed a little flavor. So I added salt.
Yeah.
The spring rolls were really good. Again, the sauce, the dipping sauce, which was like a mango something or other. It was just a little bit more like a puree than a dipping sauce. Mm-hmm. But I will tell you the pluses. The pluses are overall the food was good. And that chicken was delicious. Like that Mary's organic chicken was really good,
I'm gonna
really
look that
tender,
up and see
flavorful.
If we can get that on the East Coast.
It was really good. And it felt, you felt clean and you felt good after you ate. You didn't feel heavy. So in that respect, that's really good. But two other things. On the salad, they give you like crispies. So it was like some wonton-y rice strips, and then they gave you some cashews and stuff. You could actually order at no extra cost because you were already paying $100 for a salad. But you could order an extra side of the crispies, which was really nice. You got a little extra crunch if you like that. And the other really cool thing about Goop, of course, because it's Gwyneth Paltrow, is the containers. The packaging was really, really cool. They had it in a plastic container. It was probably, I'm sure, some kind of fancy plastic that you could recycle. But it had
like
holes.
Plant-based plastic is really
I'm
big.
sure.
Yeah.
It was probably made from
but it's
like
great.
Sugar cane.
You can compost it and, right. Sugar cane. Yeah.
I'm sure that's what it was. But on the container, there were two holes built in for your crunchy. So if you had one and then another hole built in for your dressing, and it had like a little spot where your utensils stuck in the top of it. So everything was contained in the packaging. And it was all kind of on the outside, but dropped into the container, which was kind of cool.
Interesting.
So, yeah, no, I really thought that was clever. I would probably order from them again. I might try the teriyaki bowl next time, but I have to win the lottery first because it was a lot. It was a lot of money. But yeah. So it's not 100%. But if you are super healthy, if you are gluten-free, vegan, dairy-free, if you're Gwyneth Paltrow, I bet it's delicious.
Right. And this sounds like the kind of thing where they probably deliver to a lot of offices.
Definitely. And I think that's right.
Yeah. And I could picture like a lot of parents, right? Like working moms and dads calling ahead, like we're going to pick up dinner and it's going to be from Goop Kitchen. And we live in Malibu, so price is no issue anyway. Like, right?
Well, and I think that's kind of the point. I would imagine, I'm guessing, that they probably started Goop Kitchen. And I think you're right. That's more for the corporate crowd, although I ordered it it was a Saturday night. So I'm sure they probably still, for the neighborhood and the community. It's a concept restaurant. So I'm not even sure if you can walk in, but I know they're delivering out to people. And yes, they do have like a catering option where you can get for larger crowds, you can feed them. But I think the chicken must have been a spinoff because it seems like the Goop chicken concept seems to really be focused on those large groups. You're right. Like mom and dad from Malibu just saying, hey, we're going to send the nanny over to pick up our dinner tonight.
Right.
So I mean, all in all, it was fun to try. I definitely understand why she has so much money because she spends, you spent $100 on 2 salads, but it was fun. It was a fun experience and it was good. It really was. It's just, there are a few little tweaks I would personally make or maybe choose something different for my next time.
I love that you tried it because like I said, this kind of they did like a soft launch right in the middle of COVID. and they were probably trying to, do home deliveries and stuff at the time. And then she started posting more about the recipes, and I was just like, oh my God, like this looks like really good food that I would want to eat. I think I don't know if it's going to go in, national with delivery and stuff, but I kind of wish that it would. I know, like you said, it's at a higher price point, but do you know Sakara? Do you know that brand? They do meal delivery, and it's all just like this kind of like almost the same type of menu. And so they do deliver around the country. It's expensive. You can order like a reset package, like you get a whole week worth of meals and stuff like that. But maybe Goop is going to try to move into that space with Goop Kitchen. Because I've tried every meal delivery service on the planet, and I've honestly canceled every one of them because none of them have really been that great.
It's just really funny, just quickly, because I know we want to talk about fancy teeth. But this couple of weeks ago, I started doing Everytable. Do you guys have Everytable on the East Coast?
Mm-mm.
So
maybe we do, and I have not heard of it. It's
a really cool concept, and I don't know how far away. I live in Los Angeles, so if you get a chance, I would still recommend it. I had some problems with the delivery, so I ultimately ended up canceling it because they kept delivering the boxes to my neighbor's house, and then the neighbor would leave it sitting outside, and so I would be getting like food that kind of got not so great, at least the second time around. So because they couldn't figure out where to deliver it, otherwise I would have been a loyal customer. Like I would have kept it up. Everytable they take into account your zip code to determine pricing, which I'm not a socialist Susie, but that was kind of nice because my zip code, I'm not in the richest neighborhood in Los Angeles. So you can get a full meal for like $8 in this meal service already prepared. The food was really, really good. The portion size was nice and the calories were low. They had everything from, you could get some of the junkier items that were like 800 or 900 calories a meal, but there were plenty of 500 calorie meals, which I focused on, that I used to supplement other stuff. And then they also had some breakfast items lower in calorie, like a chia pudding and like a Greek yogurt parfait. It was really, really good food and good quality. I shared it actually with both my mom and my dad at different times, and they both liked it a lot too. So I think other than the delivery problems that they were having, I think they're onto something. And I love the fact they donate a lot back to schools in the area for kids that don't have breakfast and dinner, because they usually get lunch at school. And they also have set up these vending machines. They actually have Everytable stores that are popping up around Los Angeles where you can go in, buy the meals, heat them up if you need to. They've got like toaster ovens and stuff in there that you can use to heat them up, or they'll deliver them to your home. And very much about giving back to the community and about being sustainable and about considering
a great concept.
And about considering the zip codes so that they're not outpricing people, so that you can actually get healthy meals delivered. Yeah.
I'm going to look this up, because if this exists in Jersey, we're definitely going to try that.
I think they're definitely onto something. Like I said, it was good food, good portions, but my problem with it was the delivery. If they can overcome that, however, I think they're really onto something.
Maybe just do like a front yard sign. Everytable deliver here.
Well, the funny thing was they delivered to my neighbors. I called and I was like, "You delivered to I didn't get anything." So they were very good. Their customer service was good. They gave me the whole box free, and then my neighbor actually delivered it to me. The second time, they guaranteed me they had talked to the driver. I didn't get it delivered the second time. And I'm like, okay, well, I bet it's at my neighbor's house. And I could see it, but it was behind a locked gate. And it literally sat out there for hours and hours and hours and hours. So I tried to save what I could, but there were a few items that had to be tossed. I've had that
happen before with we've done Blue Apron and Green Chef and Sunbasket and Purple Carrot. I mean, I've done literally all of them. And sometimes when you live in an apartment complex like we do, it's really sketchy. You don't know how long stuff has been sitting there. It's not, and I see it happening with my neighbors. Sometimes like they'll have a box that's just left randomly in our lobby. I'm like, that's not good. So it's a lot of food waste. It's supposed to cut down on food waste, and it's creating a lot of food waste. So, but I'm definitely going to check out Everytable, and I hope that they're on the East Coast, because that sounds fantastic.
Yeah, it seems like I think they look like they're expanding, and the fact that they're actually using retail storefronts as well as just like a kitchen delivery service is pretty cool.
Well, saving on kitchen space is huge, and that's a big trend that's really important. That's and especially during COVID in like places like Manhattan and major cities, sharing kitchen space that you can share like a co-op kind of a thing became a really big business model. It's like WeWork for kitchens.
Right. Yeah.
And it always blows my mind that WeWork went out of business like right before COVID hit. And COVID would have been the
perfect.
best thing for WeWork.
It would have kept him going.
Hi, my name is TJ, and I host a daily radio show. I have a bunch of friends that join me for it every day, and believe it or not, we all still see hope in humanity. Are you one of these people too? We want to hang out with you. Just search for The TJ Show on your favorite podcasting platform, or join us at thetjshow.com. We would love to have you being hopeful about humanity with us. Here's a quick sample of what the show sounds like. Hey, welcome to The TJ. As you can tell, you need to hear more of it. Search for The TJ Show, and we can't wait to meet you.
All right, so I want to hear about your teeth. Tell me about your teeth.
Yeah, so I had mentioned to you a couple weeks ago, I got a whole package of dental care stuff from my husband for Christmas. Not a very romantic gift, I know. But
was he trying to tell you something?
No, but I actually asked for it. I had an electric toothbrush. We both had the Philips Sonicare, and they both died within a day of each other. So I was like, okay, he just went right back to a regular toothbrush. I can't do that. Once you're hooked on the electric, like I couldn't. So
I know, and it's not as good. Let's be honest.
It's not. And so, okay, cue the laughter. I'd seen Kendall Jenner promoting Moon products. And I was like, well, she has nice teeth, so maybe it's worth it. And it turns out she, I think, is like owns a small stake in the company. And I have to tell you, Moon is the name of it. It is phenomenal. Here's it's very like Austin Powers Gold member. I have a solid gold electric toothbrush.
I can actually share that I think I have a toothbrush like this, actually. I probably got sold the same way. It's not by Moon, it's by Burst. But okay, so it's a beautiful gold, though.
Yeah, it is. It's gorgeous. And it's just like, and it comes with a beautiful traveling case. One of the smartest things that it does, I currently have the white bristles. It also gives you a second, a second toothbrush head that's black. So if you use charcoal toothpaste, your toothbrush doesn't look gross. It looks like it's supposed to be black.
Oh, that's nice.
Smart. I've not seen anyone do that yet. It's little, but it means a lot because I went into the charcoal toothpaste world last year. My sink was disgusting all the time because you don't even realize like you're constantly cleaning up charcoal toothpaste and charcoal everything. Your toothbrush turns black immediately. And everyone who sees your toothbrush is like, what's wrong with your dental care? Like it's not a good look.
Yeah.
So the fact that they automatically give you an option for that, I loved. The toothbrush itself has 4 or 5 different settings: clean, white, polish, massage, and sensitive. It's fantastic.
I would like that.
It's very similar to the Philips Sonicare, except I like the brush head better. So that's the first thing I tried. I was like, oh, okay. It came in a gold package. So
I love the gold.
The gold, this is called 24 karat gold gel. This is a fluoride-free toothpaste. My husband Lewis loves this. It's cinnamon, which I hate.
I would like that probably.
I need a minty toothpaste that's going to make me regret drinking water for 40 minutes.
I know. I love that. I love to actually scorch my mouth a little with the mint.
I need to have that,
I'm with you.
Cinnamon.
My mouthwash has to have alcohol in it. Don't give me any of the non-alcohol stuff. It's way too gentle.
All right, we're moving to mouthwash. So I personally did not like the flavor of cinnamon, but Lewis loves it. It's a little bit like chewing like cinnamon gum. It's a little bit like that. I feel like I don't know. I don't have a clean enough feeling when I used it. So you
just use your regular toothpaste with the brush.
But there's more.
Here we go. But wait, there's more.
I have told everyone knows this about me. If I like one product, I'm buying the whole line. Like I don't mess around. Like I'm just going to buy the whole line. Sell me everything. I'm the easiest sale. So what I did was I went to Ulta, which carries the entire Moon line. which is also really handy. So you don't have to just order stuff online. And I got their Platinum Advanced Whitening. This is a fluoride toothpaste, which I don't normally use fluoride, but I'm going to just sort of every once in a while cycle it in. This is called Platinum Mint. And this is incredible toothpaste. It's almost like a light pale gray color, has a little bit of a grit in it that dissolves as soon as you turn the toothbrush on. It's fantastic. The other thing that I love is their mouthwash. This is my empty container.
The packaging, by the way, just because I'm seeing this, the packaging is really cool. It's pretty. It doesn't look like your cheesy toothpaste stuff.
Right. Now, the price point of everything is the toothbrush is actually cheaper than Philips Sonicare because those are expensive toothbrushes. The toothpaste is a little bit more than like Tom's or Hello or, those little like higher end brands. You're going to pay maybe $1 more for this toothpaste. That's one thing. The mouthwash I fell in love with. Now, this is a charcoal mouthwash. It's fluoride free and it's alcohol free, but there's something in this that makes it feel like this is like scope. Like, so you would love
it's clean feeling. Okay.
Very clean. So what you do, this is it says whitens teeth and freshens breath. It has an elixir blend or whatever. This is called Lunar Peppermint. You use this, you rinse it for however long you want to before you brush your teeth because it will leave a little bit of charcoal like on your teeth. Then you go to the next step with the whitening toothpaste and the toothbrush.
So you do a pre-rinse instead of a post-rinse. Okay.
Yeah, you don't want to post-rinse with that because you'll have gray teeth. That's definitely one thing. But I love the whole system. And then I went back to Instagram, where I fall victim to everything. I saw Miss Kenny Jenner once again talking about Moon and all the products and stuff. And her favorite product, and you will love this, Jen, is the Moon pen.
What is that?
This is a touch-up pen, and it's a little tooth whitening pen, right? It's like a little paintbrush. You click the button on the bottom, it fills up, and you paint it on your teeth, thin layer. Don't drink water for like 20 minutes, and you notice visibly whiter teeth. It is amazing. Leave it in your purse, wine tasting, anywhere you go, and it's a super small little pen, easy to use. You can control the amount of product with the click.
I don't drink wine, by the way. Just kidding.
The sommelier doesn't drink wine. You can control the amount of product, just with the click of the pen on the back.
Yep.
It's not goopy. It's not gross. It's a nice consistency. It doesn't make you feel like your whole mouth foams up. You know how sometimes when you use whitening products, you're kind of like choking on it.
The excessive drool, too, that comes with
There's none of that. So you can actually make a very like tailor-made experience with it. So I totally am in love with the little Moon teeth whitening pen. I would say, except for the cinnamon, and that's just a personal preference, there's nothing wrong with the toothpaste itself. This entire product line is a complete home run. And I'm out of almost everything now, so I've got to go back to Ulta.
Yeah, I can see. It looks like you're really, like you actually used it all the way till the end.
Oh, yeah. So I have to go back to Ulta and buy another round of everything. But I used this now since Christmas, so it's been about 5 months I've been using it every day, and I have to say it's definitely my favorite line of products for teeth that I've ever used. It is really that good.
So I'll tell you that what you just showed looks a lot better than what I have. I have this Burst system. I don't know if you've heard of Burst. It sounds very similar. I have it in rose gold. I too also asked for it for Christmas. So the rose gold is really pretty, and I like that the stand is also pretty. Like a rose gold charger. Yeah. But it came with most of what you're talking, although it didn't come with the whitening, it came with this reloadable floss because they're worried about waste. And, all of the containers that you toss away. So this is one really sleek, like rose gold container that you replace the rolls of floss in, which is kind of a cool thing. Yeah. And the floss is fine. But it also came with the toothpaste that I didn't love. And they send you a lot of toothpaste. And I kind of use it because I just hate to throw it away. So I'll kind of use it like every couple of days just to swap it up. It's one of those toothpastes that's not minty enough for me, and it doesn't have the fluoride. But I do like the brush very much. But what I like about what you're showing is that it's got all of your Moon brush has all of the different settings so that you can set it for sensitive teeth or massage or whatever. Because
you can literally massage your gums with it if you have, sensitive gums or whatever. Yeah. And it's a great feeling, and it shuts off, after your full 2 minutes of a cycle. So if you do, like, I start with a clean cycle, and then sometimes I'll do a polish cycle after that, which is a shorter cycle. I love it. And it comes with a little rechargeable stand, just like yours. Super easy. The battery on this thing lasts forever. Like, I use my toothbrush twice a day. I know everyone's supposed to brush 3 times a day, but who does that?
Oh, come on. I'm only twice too. Don't feel bad.
So, but one charge goes for several weeks.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So that, and like I said, the travel case, which has that charcoal head in it as well. The travel case is a little hard shell case, and it says it's black, and it says Moon on the top of it. It's a really sleek case. It's so easy to just pop everything in there, because wrapping a toothbrush, in anything is gross, and traveling with a toothbrush is always gross. So I love the fact that it comes in its own carrying case. It's a home run. I think I see why Kendall Jenner was interested in promoting the company and having, a stake in it, because they're fantastic products.
Now, are they all gold, or can you get multiple colors?
Oh, they come in all different colors. They have a whole silver, platinum. They had a limited series of rose gold. The yellow gold that I have now, I think might have been a limited series as well. They have a solid black, which looks cool in your bathroom. If you have like a black and white bathroom, that looks cool. A lot of it is definitely, like you mentioned, you notice the packaging right away.
Yeah.
It's meant to be, if it has to sit out on your bathroom counter, it's going to look cool.
Yeah, no, I love the look of the brushes. I think it's fun. It's upgraded. They're not that much more expensive, by the way. I was just looking.
Yeah, they're really not.
I got the burst for Christmas, not this last year, but the year before. And so I was trying to figure out how much it actually was. It was only $70.
I feel like my Philips Sonicare was like 110 or 120.
Yeah. I mean, if you get a good electric toothbrush, it's going to be expensive no matter what.
Yeah.
And the fact that it comes with all of the stuff to start you out, and you like the brand, you like the toothpaste and the formulas. I think it's really cool.
Yeah. So I was really happy that I
to check out
that.
Moon.
I think you would like it. And I'm telling you.
How often do you have to replace the heads? Do they tell you?
I'm on my second one since Christmas. So I think it's like every, like standard, like every 3 months. But I will say, I do feel like this head is much more resilient, and it doesn't have, you can see it doesn't, how the little bristles sometimes kind of get all mangled.
Smushed out. Yeah, exactly.
It holds its form really well. So when I hit the 3 month mark and I changed it, half of me was like, do I really even need to change it yet?
Right.
Because it was still in good shape, but I did it anyway, because that was sort of the guideline. But I think it's an A. And I'm telling you, traveling with this little white pen, I have gone to so many different events where I've put it on in the car. And by the time I get to the event, I can drink water again, because you're not supposed to have liquids, for half hour or whatever. But it's fantastic. I love it. And it's so easy to use.
So did that come with the toothbrush, or can you buy that separately?
No, you buy this is all, you can buy all these products individually, or you can buy like a starter kit. So you can get certain things together in a bundle. But the pen, I believe, is only available. At Ulta, it was sold separately. So, and it was like $10 maybe. It's not a lot.
Love that.
Yeah, it's really fantastic. So I highly recommend Moon. It's a weird name.
That's going on my list.
I think it's a weird name. The packaging looks cool.
Well, it's nighttime. You brush your teeth, maybe. I don't know. Is that a connection?
I don't know. Are you up? But you're up with the sun.
Or your teeth are as bright as a bright, bright moon.
There you go. Maybe that's it. She cracked the case, ladies and gentlemen.
Is that it? One of those two things?
Maybe.
Either that, or they're like, you know what? It would be really cool to have a celestial named product. And they're like, how about moon? All right,
but
great.
I would have gone with like star, right?
Yeah,
like
that would be nice.
Star would be bright.
Shining star.
Yeah. Anyway. All right. Well, besides that, it's a great product line.
Next time we're Kendall Jenner, we can invest, I guess, in our own product named Star.
We'll have to tell Kenny that we suggest some new names for some of the products. But anyway, so thank you guys so much for listening to Beauty Pop. You can follow us at Beauty Pop Pod on Gmail or on Instagram. You can also email us at beautypoppod@gmail.com. Follow Jen at Jennifer Horn Radio. Follow me on Air Victoria. And also check out our YouTube page. You can just search Beauty Pop Podcast and it pops right up. We've got lots of fun videos and stuff featuring all the products that we talk about. So thank you guys again for listening, and we'll talk to you next week.